Hi everybody, welcome back to Della Debt Payoff. In today's video, we're going to be going over our November 2025 debt payoff update. So let's jump right in. So we look at the debt, the ending balance, the monthly payment amount due, and what we were able to actually pay. So let's start off with my Honda, and if you haven't seen any of my other videos recently, we paid this off early November. So this balance ending November was $0. Super exciting to free up this monthly amount. The normal payment amount was $343.23, and we pulled from our Nest savings $3,304.92. Such a relief to have this paid off. I got this loan in the spring of 2022, so like a little over 3.5 years, maybe a little under 3.5 years of payment on a 5-year auto loan. I think that's pretty good. Super exciting. Excited to see where we'll go from here. I did have a comment I haven't replied to yet, but asking what the difference we do between our Nest account and our emergency account. And really, maybe that's something we need to revisit, because maybe those should just be in one account. We do have a high yield savings account that we put money into for quote unquote our emergency fund, and our Nest we pull more freely from. So maybe that is something we need to revisit. Leave your thoughts below about that situation. So next up is my husband's car, his Chevy. It's a truck. So that ending balance in November was $29,566.19. The monthly payment amount is $553.68, and we paid $570, just a little more than the payment amount. So next up is his first of 4 student loans, so student loan 1. That ended up at $2,497.23. Payment currently due is 0, and we were able to pay $700. Student loan 2, his employer is paying $250 a month to this, so the balance is going down, but we're not paying our own money to it. $12,603.93. And actual, I am going to put 0, but $250 was paid by his employer. Student loan 3, that balance ended at $20,892.33. Payment due 0, actual 0. And finally, student loan 4. This balance ended at $19,524.51. 51. Sorry, looking at my numbers. 0, 0. This first student loan is projected to be paid off late March to April 2026. It'll be nice to only have 3 outstanding loans, and then maybe we'll look into getting on a repayment plan. Might do standard, depending what looks best for us. We're not banking on any forgiveness for these. It's just trying to figure out what we want to do. And we want our life to look like. We definitely don't want to have these hanging over our heads for years and years and years. So maybe we'll do a refinance to like a 10-year repayment plan or something. Alrighty, so let's go to the next debt, which is our mortgage 1. And that balance ended at $79,580.03. The monthly payment is $449.61, and we paid $480. Next is mortgage 2. And this is our bigger balance, and that ended at $174,926.39. The monthly payment amount here is $1,103.88, and we paid $1,140.32. Since this is the higher interest rate and the balance, we're kind of thinking of not paying any additional to this loan, since this rate is at least 1% lower than this one, a little over 1% lower. So maybe we'll take the difference of this 449.61 and 480 and just tack it onto this one. That might make the most impact when looking at the interest we pay over the life of the loan on the mortgage. We don't plan on this home being our forever home, so it's not like we're rushing to pay this off, even though that would be amazing. We're just going to take it year by year and see what happens. Maybe it will be, but the plan was not have it be our forever home. So let's look at our total ending balance for the month of November for our total debt, consumer, and our mortgage. $339,590.60. So then the total amount that we paid in November was $2,450.40, or the total payment amount due, was $2,450.40. And what we ended up actually paying out in November was, $6,195.24. That is a huge amount. Now, really, half of that, a little over half, came from our savings that we had been planning to pull from to pay off my car just to get it over with. But that is a huge payment amount. Let's look at what we looked at in October. So we looked at how much we're down by from September. So let's look at that next. From October, our balance due, right? Is this what we're looking at? Yep, was $4,824.24. That's awesome. Pretty big progress for the month of November. Let's also look at how much more we paid than what was owed. And that amount is $3,744.84. Pretty aggressive this month. Not sure December will see the same activity, especially with Christmas and traveling to see family. It'd be pretty expensive December and January coming up, but it's all good things. It's exciting. It's fun. It's what life's about. Let's look at, what did we look at last time? Car loans, auto loans. That balance is now just my husband's truck, $29,566.19, and that's about 8.71% of our debt. Last month, our auto loans were 9.66%, so it's good to see that going down. And just our consumer and student loans, consumer being auto, and student loans are my husband's, 1 year from undergrad and then 3 years from his doctorate program, at $85,084.19. So I think we will be under 85 pretty soon, by the end of the year. Definitely surpassed my goal I had a few months ago of to be under 90 by December. So super exciting to see this progress. I hope we can keep it up. We do have a busy winter and then busy spring with traveling and weddings, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to keep this positive payoff, but it's good to see progress while we can. Yeah, so we paid off a loan this month. Got some exciting months coming up, not debt related, but yeah, all good things. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. I hope the coming Christmas and holiday season is good for you. I hope it brings happy times. I know it can be hard for some people, myself included at times, so I hope you all just can take a breath and enjoy the next few weeks. So thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one.